Hello Tigers, and welcome to the TMNtv newscast for Wednesday, February 5th, 2020. Stay tuned for the latest news at Fort Hays State University and around Northwest Kansas and the nation. I am Lauryn Davis, and Haley White will join us later to fill you in on what's happening in the sports world. But first, here's what's making news in Tigerland. Fort Hays State University will be adding a new sport for the 2020-21 school year, but this sport will be a bit different than others. The university is jumping on board to offer an esports team, one of the fastest growing sports in the world. The team members will play online games of different genres and compete against members of other schools. Tryouts for the team will be happening in April. TMN reporter Christian Phillips has this report.
I expect from the varsity esports teams a good level of support. We keep drawing a small crowd at a club level. And with the school backing us, it's just the beginning. In Hammond 110 is where we'll be putting our esports facility, where we'll be putting roughly 20 computers and a couple of game systems. We can use the computers for students to come in on campus. There'll be a grad student there, so you can test out the computers, see if you want to join esports, try it out. Even just use the computer for the latest game release that you can't afford. Come in and try it, and it's just open to all students. A message I'd like to send to everyone is esports isn't just for the gamers. Anyone can really be a part of it. I'm not very good at games, but I'm learning strong leadership skills and participating with my school like I never thought I would before.
For more information on the esports venture at FHSU, stop by Hammond Hall, room 141. A night of celebration is slated for Saturday at a church in Hays. Celebration Community Church will host Night to Shine from 6 to 9 p.m. Friday. The event is put together to give those with special needs a prom-like experience and was started by the Tim Tebow Foundation in 2010. More than 655 churches around the globe put on the event each year. Friday's event in Hays will be the third consecutive year Celebration Church has hosted the festivities, according to TMN reporter Nancy Vasquez. Several FHSU students will volunteer their time and services to help make the evening special for those participating. Mason Decker, a sophomore at FHSU, said the event is something that radiates joy and leaves volunteers with a big smile on their faces and an understanding of how others can help the special needs community. A wave of sickness has made its way into the region, and students at FHSU have been susceptible to numerous illnesses so far this semester. Lynn Adams, Director of Student Health on campus, talked with TMN reporter Taylor Serrett about prevention measures. He said upper respiratory infections, influenza, strep throat, and the common cold have all been around so far this semester. Adams stressed students should be active about keeping germs at bay to avoid sickness. See more on the story at tigermedianet.com. Things will heat up a bit during the Kansas State Fair in September later this year in Hutchinson. Rap and hip-hop artist Nelly will take the stage September 19th as one of the grandstand acts. Nelly is popular for his hits such as the 2002 smash Hot in Here, as well as Ride With Me, Country Grammar, and Batter Up. For more information or to purchase tickets, visit kansasstatefair.com. A man serving time in a treatment facility for rape and kidnapping was on the loose in southeast Kansas before being apprehended. 58-year-old Randy Eugene Snodgrass escaped from the Parsons State Hospital and Training Center on Monday, according to authorities. The Wichita Eagle reported a state hospital staffer was injured in the escape. Snodgrass was considered armed and dangerous while on the run. He allegedly held a plastic knife to a state worker's throat and forced her to pull a vehicle over he was being transported in. He was on parole after being convicted of rape, aggravated sodomy, aggravated assault, and aggravated kidnapping for an incident in Douglas County in November 1990. Snodgrass was captured in Neosho County around 1:30 a.m. early Tuesday morning. When we return from this short break, Haley will be here with what's going on in the sports world.
Tiger Media Network is the independent student media organization here at Fort Hays State University. It encompasses audio, video, print, photography, digital news. There's a little bit of everything at TMN.
They offer so many different events, opportunities, just so many different things to go out and do and learn so that you can make a more compelling story and just help develop you as a storyteller.
I toured this facility and I saw this radio station and then the TV studio, and I was like, yeah, this is something that I definitely need to be a part of. Here, you know, I was instantly able to make my own content, being able to broadcast my own shows.
If you have a passion about sports or about news, it doesn't matter. You can come here and you can work from day one and get that experience that demonstrates your ability to be a professional in the media industry.
Hello Tigers, I'm Haley White bringing you a sports update. FHSU men's basketball cruised past Nebraska Kearney 69-56 in front of a home crowd during the weekend, moving to 9-11 overall. The Tigers finished the game shooting 52.3% from the field, with scoring efforts led by junior guard Perry Carroll with 14 points. Jared Vidstem trailed close behind and posted his third double-double of the season with 13 points and 10 rebounds. The Tigers were solid from the charity stripe as a team in the contest, hitting 16 of 18 from the free throw line. FHSU will stay at home for two upcoming games as it faces Newman on Thursday, followed by a Saturday afternoon game against Central Oklahoma. FHSU women's basketball came up short against the Lopers on Saturday and snapped a 32-game regular season home winning streak with a 72-67 loss. The Tigers couldn't keep pace with Kearney from the floor for the majority of the contest, knocking down only 22 of their 59 attempted shots, while the Lopers finished the contest shooting 50% from the floor. Casey Kennett was still able to match her season high of 22 points, and Belle Barbieri posted her 7th double-double of the season with 11 points and 12 rebounds. Tip-off against Newman for the women will be at 5:30 on Thursday, followed by a 2 p.m. start on Saturday. FHSU baseball got off to a perfect start for the season, sweeping MSU Denver in a 4-game series during the weekend. The Tigers have already collected more wins than last season after claiming only a total of 3 games a year ago. Second-year head coach Jared Goodell will face familiar competition this weekend as the Tigers look to add to the win column against Colorado School of Mines, where Goodell coached for 7 seasons prior to returning to Fort Hays. The 4-game series against the number 23 Ore Diggers has been moved to Larks Park Saturday and Sunday, with the first pitch set for noon both days. A provisional and personal best was added to the season from both men's and women's track and field teams during the weekend, as triple jumper Kayla Smith leapt a 38 feet 7.75 inches to earn the second provisional on the season for the team. Pole vaulter Ryan Stanley earned a new personal best and improved on the national list in the event after clearing 16 feet 1/4 inch. Stanley currently ranks number 4 among D2 competition. The Tigers will travel to Maryville, Missouri to compete in the Bearcat Open on Friday and Saturday. It was a tough week for FHSU wrestling as the Tigers fell to conference opponent number 6 Central Oklahoma 28-15 on Friday. The Tigers moved to 4-5 overall and 1-1 in MIAA play. FHSU will head to Springfield, Missouri Friday to take on non-conference opponent Drury University with a 6 p.m. start. TMN reporter Amari Bolden has this report.
They're a really well-coached team, well-recruited team, very talented. They're number 6 in the country. I believe we're ranked number 22. So we lost tonight. The score was 15-28. But I thought we wrestled really well in some of our losses and had some huge wins out there tonight. So you don't ever want to be, you know, if we have our full lineup in there, it's a lot closer duel. So I kind of took a lot of positives out of it, I guess you can say. So, overall, shape-wise, we're where we need to be, and the guys who needed to win won. We just need a couple more guys to, you know, get those W's to make that duel score closer and give us a chance to win that duel.
I've done really good. I've come alive late this second semester, which is a good time to start peaking. And I just hope my team sees that and they want to work harder so they can get more wins and we can all make a trip to nationals in March, because we have regionals here, so it'd be a great time to show out for the home crowd and all make it to nationals. So hopefully we can all just work hard. It feels good. I mean, most matches I go into, I'm underweight by 30 or 40, so it's nothing new. He is pretty heavy, but I know our team wasn't in a good position to win, but I needed to make the most out of that match. And pins are the best thing you can get, I guess. So I know I was tired, so I wanted to get it over with. We love the support. We had a good crowd tonight. We have one more home duel for senior night, so I hope we have a big crowd. And then we have regionals here in Hayes. So if we can fill this Coliseum and send our guys off right, hopefully we can get 4, 5, 6, 7 guys in nationals. And it'll be really great if we have the support of Tiger Nation. So roll Tigers, baby.
The Kansas City Chiefs brought home hardware for the first time in 50 years after clinching a thrilling 31-20 victory over the San Francisco 49ers during Super Bowl 54 in Miami Gardens, Florida, Sunday evening. It was the third straight comeback for Kansas City after trailing early to the Texans in the divisional round of the playoffs and to the Titans in the AFC Championship game. Similar to their other playoff wins, the Comeback Kings found offensive answers with only a few minutes left on the clock and not enough time for the 49ers to respond. Chiefs head coach Andy Reid collected his first Super Bowl victory in his career with the win. The city in Missouri continued its celebration Wednesday with the Chiefs Kingdom Championship Parade downtown, where the Super Bowl champs greeted fans and celebrated with the rest of Kansas City. The NFL season may be over, but the recently reformed XFL has just begun. The league contains 8 teams, all of which will make their debut this weekend during week 1 of play. The Seattle Dragons will kick off the 2020 season against the DC Defenders on Saturday, followed by the LA Wildcats versus the Houston Roughnecks Saturday evening. On Sunday, the Tampa Bay Vipers will take on the New York Guardians, and the St. Louis Battlehawks will face the Dallas Renegades. The 2020 season will consist of 10 weeks of play, with the playoffs in April. All games this season will be televised on Fox, ABC, or ESPN. That concludes this episode. Tune in next week for another episode of TMNtv. And as always, to stay up to date on the latest news and information throughout the week, visit tigermedianet.com. Until then, remember, roar Tigers.